So, hello, beautiful familia. Mm, My name is Zara Clarissa, and I want to share tonight. I'm feeling called to share tonight something about relationships. So, as many of you know, I entered a new relationship, and this relationship is amazing, beautiful creation of two beautiful beings are coming together. But it has also its triggers, and a lot of deep traumas are coming up for me in this moment. And so I just feel called to share that, to share a bit about my journey, and to share a bit about a professional mindset about it as well, as I am studied a lot of psychology in this direction as well. And of course, it has a lot to do sometimes as well with childhood, with our old traumas, with our old triggers, with everything what we grew up and what we are identifying ourselves with. So, and this identification brings us sometimes really close to that we are thinking that we are this person with this problem, with this trigger, with this anger. So for me, especially, a lot of anger is coming out. So I want to release anger. That's for sure. As I feel sometimes I'm moving through anger, what is not even mine. So ask for from who is this emotion, from who is this anger, and the most of the time it will come out that it's ancestral trauma. Sometimes it can be as well uh, world trauma. So what I'm feeling as a healer in this moment, in this frequency of the earth, is that the earth, of course, the earth energy is rising, and all emotions, all the triggers, all the traumas, everything becomes more and stronger and stronger and stronger. And so as I'm feeling, we are all connected with each other. So we are on this earth, we are all energetic connected with each other. And as more sensitive as we are becoming, as more we can feel what the collective is going through. Um, and so, really often, this anger, what I'm feeling, uh, is collective anger, pretty sure. So, and how we can deal with it, and how we can deal in relationships, this is what I was just recording right now. And because of that, I felt really strongly to share that with you, to share that, I'm pretty sure, also with myself, to just remember myself, what I've learned in so many years of study, 8 years of study, what is still there. So, okay. So this is a tip, and this is especially about how we can improve relationships. And please feel also free to reach out, and I can send you also the paper what I was writing. So how we can improve our relationship? First things first is we are speaking in different um, I would say languages, but we are also speaking in different uh, terms. So we are speaking as I am speaking right now to you. We are speaking as well with our body language, and we are speaking as well with our energy. And I am pretty sure, and as more sensitive as we are becoming, also through different medicine journeys, as we've been in this world, sometimes pushed back and pushed small as children's, and we are building up like a lot of layers around us, and now we took off all layers and layers and layers, and we are becoming more sensitive and more sensitive in this world. So if we are becoming more sensitive in this world, we are also feeling so much more, and so we can feel a lot of energy. And so these energies is something really, really new for a lot of people. I mean, we are knowing this speaking when we are coming in a room and we feel um, strong energy or funny energy or whatever it is. So, and this is exactly what we are producing out as well, of course. So when when we are in relationship, we are always in connection with the other person's energy. And I think this is a really strong, powerful thing also to consider, that we are always in the day, sometimes coming back to our own energy. So we need to be sometimes alone, and we need to come back to ourselves, to our own energy, to our own heart. And all what I'm telling you today is, of course, the wisdom and the knowledge what I'm having today at this time, in this time and space, in this moment, right now. So, first tip first, first tip first, first tip, listen. Listen to each other. And so sometimes I think it can be quite hard in relationship when we are listening, when we are really, really, really active listening. So maybe we can start also to speak less, to speak more importance, to speak from our heart, to concentrate what we want to speak and what we want to say. What is our message to the other person? And where is this message coming from? Is this message coming from an ego place? So maybe that I want to hurt this other person because I know that it's a trigger for this other person. Or is that what I have to say, what I want to say? Is this coming from the heart to share my thought? Maybe we want to speak more slow. Maybe we want to take more time when we are speaking with each other. Especially when we are speaking about emotions or triggers. And we need to speak up if we don't understand exactly what the other person means. And as well, an active listening. As I said before, we are talking not just with our words. So it's really important to listen active. Means I'm listening with my ears. I'm looking at the other person with my eyes. And as well, of course, I try to heal my old wounds in myself, as I want to hear what the other person has to say without the filter of my own wounds. Then another beautiful one is that we don't want to search for problems. We don't want to produce drama. This can be quite a tricky one. For a lot of people, can this be the hardest point, as some of us are drama addicted, we can say. So, for example, we grew up as childrens, we grew up in a time of drama. So our parents had a lot of drama, and of course, our parents did also the best what they could in their consciousness at this time where they've been in this situation. So maybe we grew up with that, and maybe we think that's normal. Maybe we think it is normal to be in a relationship, and this is love when we are having drama. And so if there is a lot of love coming, a lot of harmony coming, a lot of peace coming, maybe it feels quite unreal. Maybe it feels not right. And so we try to not search for the problem, because peace and love and harmony in relationship is real. We can be in harmony with each other as we want to heal this earth. So if we are all connected with each other, of course, we want to be in harmony with each other. And that means not that one person needs to be silent and not speak up anymore because we don't want to disturb the harmony in a relationship. That's not what it means. It's more like finding a path, finding the higher path as well, to see that everything just happens for a reason in this moment. And see the world more positive. And this is, of course, some inner work what every one of us needs to do by themselves. So we can't find happiness in a relationship. We can't find happiness with a partner if we can't find happiness in ourselves. So let's try with all our practices, with all our tools. Let's try to change and start to pray again. Start to do have a practice by ourselves. Start to go more into the nature. Breathe deeply into the belly and let it go through the mouth with intention. I'm lightening up this candle with intention, and I'm blowing this candle out with intention, because intention is what we are here to do. We are creating our world in our mindset. Our mindset is the creation of our world. So we want to try to change our mindset in the most powerful and positive mindset we can just achieve. And I'm saying that because I moved down in all of what I'm saying right now. I moved so far down, and I thought like, wow, I was not even sure that I can go this deep anymore. But somehow there is always work to do, and there are always on this path different tools who can become more potent in our practice. So if I'm going in this darkness, in this deepness, I know that I lost something on my path, and I lost something on my path of a spiritual practice. Maybe it's a meditation what I need to include more in my life again. Maybe these are positive affirmations, what I need to include more. Maybe this is the music, the sound, what I need to use by myself more. So for myself, sitting there with myself and enjoying. Good. Third point of how we can improve our relationship. Third point is speak clear, compassionate, and kind. So I'm saying that as well to myself. I want to think before I'm speaking. What I want to say and how I want to say it. Move with Ich-Botschaften. Me, like I am. This is eine Ich-Botschaft. I can't say it in English in this moment. It's a I perspective message. So I'm sending out, I feel, I think, I am unsure about something. Because always, straight away, when we're saying, you did this and this is an Angriff, I'm attacking, right? So, but if I'm going back, farther back, holding myself in myself, and I'm saying, I feel, the other person shouldn't be offended of it. And as well, being compassionate with myself and with others. And so mantras can be really supportive. Om Mani Padme Hu 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 Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. Om Mani Padme Om. This is a mantra for compassion. And sometimes when we don't have compassion, we can just start to sing this mantra. Don't take anything personal. Give the other person a sign if there's a trigger, and if a trigger comes up and I'm taking this trigger personal, there's a trigger. And this trigger has the most of the time not even something to do with this person who sits there. Because this trigger comes from my past, from my childhood. So it's a trigger in the behavior of a person, in the smell of the person, in what the person just said right now. So I feel triggered of this person, but it's not the person, if that makes sense. It's something from this person, what actually is gifted to me. If I want to say it like this person is gifting this trigger to me, that I feel that I can release this trauma, that I can release whatever is not serving me on this path to my soul. So thank you. Thank you for all the triggers. But how I'm reacting on this trigger now. Breathing. Try to challenge yourself. Try to challenge yourself not jump on this trigger. Especially me and someone else are really fiery. So it's easy to jump on a trigger. Easy. But how is that? How can I challenge myself and maybe sit and say, that's not me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming back to the present. Fourth point, how I can improve my relationship. Coming back to the present moment, and this is a training, coming back to the present, especially in triggers. So what's the present moment in this moment? In the present moment, there is no past, there is no future, there is no depression, there is no anxiety. As when we are looking often back, we are falling sometimes back into depression. If we are looking too much forward into the future, we can fall easy into anxiety. So just come back to the present moment. And this is, of course, it's a training with different practices, especially with meditation. So coming back to the present and be present. Be present with eye contact. Be present with the body language, with your own body language. Try to see yourself in a mirror and speak. See your own body language. What is your body language saying in this moment? What is it saying? You see? You see. Coming back to an energetic talk. And in this energy, we see the positivity, we see the heart. And if there is less heart in this conversation, in this moment, produce more energy from the heart. Gift something to this circle. Gift heart to this circle. And this is an energy what we can channel, what we can move into this relationship. We can channel the Reiki. We can channel unconditional love from above. We can channel unconditional love from below. And we can gift it to the relationship in this moment. As well, be present with the talk. And if your concentration is gone, just take a break and say, my concentration is gone right now. I think I need few minutes or maybe also a few hours. Maybe as well time to integrate what we've been learning. Just come always back to the positivity, like what do you want in this relationship? What do you feel like? You want to live a powerful, beautiful, peaceful, harmonic relationship. You want it. So live it. Let's try to live it. Then the fifth point is feel. Feel the surrounding. Feel when we need to be maybe more sensitive. So especially I feel since I did some Aya, I took a lot of layers away of my being, and I think I was always a really hypersensitive being, but I never tuned into it as I felt I needed to be really hard. So I built up all these layers, but now these layers are gone, so I can feel more sensitive So let's try with each other to be more sensitive. So if I'm feeling like I'm fully expressing, have a look what the other person, what your partner is maybe doing in this moment, and maybe sometimes also check in with this person, check in with your partner and ask about the energy. Like sometimes you feel energy. Of course, every one of you can feel energy. So you feel the energy and you are feeling something. But because we never worked with energy, we need to start to ask. So, and of course, we're honest in relationship, always honest. Like I did not say that, but of course. So we are in the honesty, and so I can ask like, oh, is that right now? Like, is that all right? Because I feel so. I think that in myself, right? I feel maybe this is a bit too wild in this room for this other person who is there. So I can check in with this other person and I can ask, do you think it's a bit wild? Am I a bit too wild for your space? And this other person can say yes or no, and I don't feel offended. I just feel I want to be with this person in the same room. So I'm respecting the space from us both. And if I feel like hyper, I can I can move maybe. I can move to another space where I can be hyper. Maybe in the forest. Who knows? So, give and take space. So I want to give space, and I also want to take space for myself. So if we are saying, for example, this example before, there can be also check in, okay, this person hyper and this person who wants to be silent. So maybe we can go in different directions. Who is going now? Like who wants to take this space in this moment? But also I think it's about taking out times, taking my own time, checking in with my own energy. And checking in with my own energy can be as well that I am asking for it, or I am telling the other person, I need my own space in this moment. I need my own energy in this moment. How can we do it? Can I sleep somewhere else? Is there another place where I can sleep? Is there another place where I can um, be for the next few hours? Is there any space where I can just move to feel comfortable and to still feel my own space without giving the other person the feeling to push the other person away, because this is not what it's about. It's not about pushing someone away if we are taking our own space for ourselves. It's just a check in with ourselves, with our own energy. And sometimes it can also become that this energy. Un momento, por favor. Taking space to be in my own energy for a moment, Gratitude to the tea, gratitude to the water, gratitude in short meditation, to our being, to our heart, to whatever is. Whatever we can feel gratitude to is always a good one to come back to. And this is guiding me to the next point: what is spiritual practices? So maybe if we are in a situation like this, we need to create more spiritual practices for ourselves. Is it with more meditation that we are moving into a space of um, more spiritual practice in the morning, in the evening, whenever we feel like it, because it's always can bring us back. And then, of course, it's a sensitivity from the other person to respect the space for simple practices. What can be that we are just stopping when we are walking, and we're stopping and we're just grounding ourselves with the roots into the ground and taking a deep breath in and letting go through the mouth, letting the shoulders get really heavy, concentrating on our third eye. And as well, give yourself and couples and as a couple a structure. So if this structure is when we are sharing time with each other and when not, and as well like spiritual practices, what we can do together or what we can do separate. So when we can share time together, so as a lot of my tribe is not working in a daily job, so this is another space, right? So this is a space, people are going out, couples are coming back in the evening saying like, oh, how was your day, blah blah blah, that's it. So we have a lot of separation from each other, but in this society where I'm growing up in this moment, or where I'm living, it's the most of the time that we are really often really close with our partner, as we are following the same path, maybe as we are not going into this kind of working spaces somewhere. And so, how we can deal with this space is that we are making ourselves maybe a structure, and in this other structure, there is like a time where we can feel like we are creating our own space when we are working, for example, or when we are doing our things like I'm doing right now. I'm creating a space where I can do that without my partner. And the last thing what I want to share is that when we are getting angry, so anger is a really powerful tool. And what I would love to achieve, and I'm praying for that a lot now, I would love to achieve that my anger becomes a sacred ally, where this anger actually can become a really strong power, what I can channel and catalyze in another direction. So this anger sits in the solar plexus, and the solar plexus is our power center. So our power center wants to be seen, our power center wants to be heard, and our power center wants to come out. If we're not choosing to catalyze it in one powerful direction where we feel gain to, sometimes it can become anger. And so my tips for the anger is that we don't want to stay in this situation of the anger, that we are taking responsibility for our own feelings, traumas, and triggers, and that we give ourselves a rest and see that we are not this anger anymore, or we've never been. We've never been anger. It's a creation. And we grew up in this creation of this really powerful and strong feeling, but we can change the anger in our power. And this can be the power of creation. And I let go of all the anger, which is creating anger in the relationship in which I am. So I'm letting go and I'm entering peace, love, and light. And so it is. Om Netram Trimiranyasya Shalakaya Chakshurom Nimitandenya Chakshuhei Namate Namaha. Giving thanks to the teachers and the teachers of the teachers. We are growing into the path of our soul. We are leaving behind what is not serving us, what was not serving us, and what will not serve us in our future. I let go and I'm inviting peace, love, light, and harmony in my relationship and in all relationships I am guided to. Namaste. Danke, gratitude, thank you really much. If you like this video, subscribe, like, donate, whatever feels right from your heart. Namaste.